I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. Nancy. There's a name tag for you, Nancy. You want to put it on whatever layer you're going to be wearing more often. Nancy will be in a second. Looks like we're going to have 6 in the next class, too. I put my targets away. I guess I didn't need to do that. I'm going to move Phyllis and Tim over to the center court. Phyllis and Tim, I'm going to move you over here. So here's some targets for your warm-up. Aim for the targets, please. Awesome. We're just doing some warming up, forehand, backhand, wherever you want to hit to the target. Oh, hit the target. Is this the goal? Yeah, you're trying to aim for the target. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. All right, pause for 1 second. Just want to remind you guys, because you haven't been here for 2 weeks, the most important moment in pickleball is the moment at which our paddle strikes the ball. We really need to be in control of that moment. It has to be the right amount of force with our paddle pointing in exactly the right direction. If we're consistent with our force and we're consistent with our direction, we're going to be consistent with our results. So I really, during the warm-up, really want you to focus on getting that nice, smooth contact. We don't want to be slapping the ball. We don't want to be poking it. We want to be just kind of giving it a nice, brisk kind of push with exactly the right amount of force to hit our target. Okay, so really think about that moment. Remember to control that moment of contact, Phyllis. Control it, be smooth. Very good contact. Very good contact. Very nice. You got it, Janice. There we go. Okay, Rudy, come on into center court, please. Awesome. Come on into center court. Okay, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen some of you, 3 minutes since I've seen some others of you. These guys were all here this morning, so they've been going for an hour already. They're warm. They've been working on their backhands. Okay, we're going to work on our forehands now. Quick review of what we did 2 weeks ago. We talked about the most important concept in pickleball, which is that moment of contact when the racket strikes the ball. That is the moment that you need to be in control of if you want to be in control of the ball. And we all want to be in control of the ball, right? So work really, really hard on controlling that moment. Put 75% of your thinking, maybe more, into that moment when you're trying to control the ball. If that moment's, if your swing speed isn't right, if your paddle direction isn't right, if your swing path isn't right, you're never going to be able to control that moment. So you really do need to think about that moment and what adjustments do I have to make that moment perfect every time. That's our goal. Okay? So one of the things that we talked about last week was getting our palm facing in the right direction. So we were doing these kinds of drops. I want to do these just for a few minutes just so that everybody gets back in remembering that. I'm dropping the ball outside of this side of my body. My palm is, oops, of course I missed that one. My palm is, if I'm hitting the ball towards Janice, I want to drop the ball on a line between my palm and Janice. And then I want to make sure that my palm is facing Janice when I catch the ball. And that will translate into, once the racket is in my hand, if I have the correct grip, my palm, take the racket out of my hand, my palm is facing my target, right? So your brain knows where your palm is. It doesn't always know where the racket head is, right? So that's why the grip that connects your hand to the paddle, to the palm, is important, right? So we're going to make sure that we have that continental or eastern forehand grip, and that'll make sure that our palm is facing the right way. But let's not worry about the racket yet. Let's worry about this for now. Just everybody grab a ball. If you don't have one, I have one here. There's one there. Don, you need a ball? You got a ball? Okay. So let's just put our paddles down and work on dropping that ball and catching it. I'm going to come around and give you feedback. All right, good. Drop it, bounce, and catch. I'm going to come around and give you feedback. There you go. One sec. So let's line up with a line. So you want to drop the ball on that side of the line. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Don. Yeah. Oh, let's get you on this side of the green line. So we're going to be just right up next to the green line, and then we want to drop the ball on that side of the green line. Okay. Just drop it straight down and catch it. Yep. Good. So
my heel's coming off.
Yep, that's okay. We're going to slide you to this side of the blue line. Okay, we're going to get you right up against the blue line. And we're going to drop it on this side of the blue line. And then I'll deal with the heel question in a second. All right. I'm going to get you to come right up beside the green line, just like this. Okay. I want you to drop it on this side of the green line, and then catch it on that side of the green line. Okay. We're going to get you right up to the red line here. Okay. Not on it, but beside it. Okay. Drop it on that side of the red line and catch it on that side of the red line. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And don't throw it down, just drop it. There you go. All right, pause for 1 second. Come on a little closer, Janice. Dawn, you can come in a little closer too. Okay, so Janice asked, is it okay if my heel comes off the ground? Or sorry. I apologized to her when she came in the door this morning. She's in my brain as Janice. I don't know why. No, I have a sister named Janice, and she reminds me of my sister. So, okay, so Jane asked, is it okay if my heel's coming off the ground? And the answer is absolutely yes. That's great balance. If I'm dropping the ball over here and I'm catching it over here and this heel's coming off the ground, that's fine. That helps me rotate and catch the ball with my palm going the correct direction. Now, some of you are catching it and your palm is coming up over your shoulder. That's not where we want to go just yet. Right now, we want to catch it with our palm facing towards our target. And that's really important because if we're coming under the ball, then with our racket, we're going to be hitting the ball up towards the ceiling instead of towards our target. Right? So for the next 2 minutes, we're going to do 2 more minutes of this, really work on getting that palm facing the right direction. And if your heel comes off the ground, that's even better. Right? Because your weight should be ending up on this foot. And if your back heel comes off the ground, that's awesome. Okay, so let's work on that. Find your line. Yep. Good job. Good. Very good, Nancy. The ball's a little big for your hand, so you're struggling with it. Yeah, that's okay. I understand. Everything's looking good, though. Okay. And Phyllis, I want you to come down a little bit as the ball's bouncing, so you're catching, not bending over like this. I want you to squat a little bit. Okay. Yeah, heels coming off the ground. That's awesome. Heels coming off the ground. That's awesome. Jane, your heels coming off the ground. Yep, heels coming off the ground. So we're going to shift our weight from this foot to this foot. So we're starting with the weight evenly distributed on both feet. And when we catch, our weight's going to slide all onto that foot. Nice, Janice. I like the way your heel's coming up. Same with you, Nancy. Looks like everybody's got this. Good. Okay, awesome. Everybody, I'm going to get you along this sideline, please, between the blue line and the net somewhere. Tim, can you go be my catcher? Tim's going to be my partner here. All right. So when I'm hitting a ball in pickleball, you're going to go right back to the white line, Tim. Perfect. Between the white and the black line, right on where the white line crosses the black line. All right. So in pickleball, the ball's going to bounce. If I drop it, so remember we were dropping it on this side of the line, right? If you look at the net, the ball's actually landing somewhere between my body and the net, isn't it? So that's where we're going to make contact with it. And then the ball's bouncing up to about thigh height. My thigh starts around my knee, it ends around my waist. So somewhere between my knee and my waist, we call that the thigh, right? So that's where our contact point is. It can be a comfortable distance out front between our body and the net at about thigh height, right? So, oops, my paddle is facing Tim. Oops, that wasn't a very good one. That's my dyspraxia acting up. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. Turn sideways. Now we can put our paddle in our hand, drop the ball on that side of the white line. I bump it towards Tim. I'm aiming for that target. And then Tim's going to catch the ball, and then he's going to feed it back to me. Okay, so let's demonstrate that, Tim. So he's going to turn sideways, drop it on the ground, hit it towards me. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to turn sideways, hit it back towards him. He's going to catch it. Boom, catch it. I'm going to turn sideways, Good. Oh, it was terrible. Hit it back to him. He's going to catch it. That's what we're doing here. Everybody got that? Awesome. Okay, grab a partner. And we're going to be rotating every few minutes. Tim, you're going to start there. You're going to be our anchor for this class, okay? Phyllis, your duty as anchor is done. You're not our anchor this class. All right, so grab a partner and let's do that. Back and forth, drop and catch, drop, bump, and catch. You can start here, Phyllis. You're going to be in all positions eventually anyway, so. All right. Good job. Good job, Jay. You're going to be teaching this class next week. Very good, Phyllis. That was awesome. Remember to focus on that moment of contact. Nice, smooth contact. Good. Aiming for the target, right, Don? Bounce it on the ground first, Janice. We're going to bounce it on the ground. Good job. Let's start you fully sideways this time. So let's come right up to the white line. Yep, right up beside it. Good job. Now you're gonna, yep, that's good. Now you're gonna drop it on that side of the line. Okay, there we go. Yep, that side of the white line. There we go. And you're still aiming for that target. Oh, where did his target go? Oh, it's over there. You see his target? You're gonna aim for his target. He's gonna aim for your target. Aim for your target. Good. Nice, easy shot. Aiming for your target. Good. So you might want to slow your swing speed down a little. You might want to slow your swing speed down a little because you're overshooting your target by 3 feet, right? Just slow it down a little bit. Yeah, we're supposed to be aiming for the targets. For now. Yeah, good job, Nancy. Okay, let's rotate. Tim, you're our anchor. You stay there. Everybody rotates around Tim. Everybody rotates around Tim. That sounds like a sitcom. Sounds like a sitcom. You're the target again? You're the target man. Nope. A little too much. One second, Nancy. So rather than throwing it down to the ground, just Throw it up a little. Just up a little. Okay, there we are. There we go. Or drop it, that works too. There we go. I think it had enough force. I just think your paddle angle was just a little too closed, so we just want to open it up. Just a hair more. Not much. Good job. You almost hit the target, Don. There you go. All right, we're going to give you a little bigger target. And we're going to move it back a couple of feet. There we go. Same with you. You're still aiming for the target. I want you to try and bump the target. Oh, nice try. Go ahead. Go ahead. There we go. 1 second. All right, new target. A little further back, a little bigger. Try and knock the targets. Every time somebody hits a target, we're going to rotate 1. Whoa, very close. Very close. Whoa, so close. Go ahead. Ooh, very close, Tim. Oh, Don, almost. Who's going to hit the first target? Very close. Right over top, Janice. You're getting there. Hey! Somebody hit a target? No? Oh, I thought somebody hit a target. I don't know if I should give you a second cone, Tim. Hey! Okay, rotate 1 position. Yeah, you're going to slide over. You're going to come here. There we go. Rotate 1 position. Somebody hit a target here. Come on over, Janice. Nancy, you're over here. Awesome. All right, keep trying to hit those targets. Very good. Very good. Your palm was fully facing right towards the target of contact. So you hit 1? Yeah! Okay, rotate 1 position. Remember that your palm needs to be facing the target at contact. Palm needs to be facing the target at contact. good. Good return though. Oh, Tim. Very good. Very nice straight push, Don. Oh yeah, right on top. Okay, rotate. Rotate. We're getting a target every 2 seconds now. You guys are getting good. Come on over, Don. Yeah, you're there. Are you getting shut out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's for you guys. Okay, here.
there you go. There you go. Oh, very close. Very close. Yeah, you got another one. Rotate. Rotate. We got another one. Okay, Janice, you're sliding down to the far end. Here you go, Jane. Oh, need an extra ball. Here, right here. Thank you. Where's she going? Okay, good. Oh, another one. Okay. Stop. Come on in. Just leave the targets there. Come on in. Okay. So that's good. That tells me that you guys are really mastering getting the palm facing in the right direction. Questions about what we've done so far today? Okay, we're going to have a drink and a chat. Yes, question. Yeah. Okay, so come on around this side just so you can see. No, stay that side. Yeah, I want you to be able to see the front of me. Okay, so Don's question is about the elbow. He noticed that my elbow's not way out here, that my elbow's in fairly close. The answer to that is because I'm not hitting the ball very far. I'm only hitting it from the white line to the white line. So I don't need my elbow to get very far away from my body, do I? If I'm really going to hit a long distance, like if I'm going to hit from this corner to that corner, I'm probably going to have to bring my arm back even further. But we're only hitting from the white line to the white line, so we don't need a great big reach, do we? We don't need to reach back very far. Sure? So, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and then the reason for that is I just want to. I'm only hitting the ball a short distance. It is actually only just a little push here, so I don't need to reach back. Good question. Any other questions? Okay, let's have a drink, and then we're going to add a follow through to that. All right, so does anybody have any questions? Now, I know you guys, we went through this morning. So you guys, maybe some questions have dawned on you since. I'll use this opportunity to answer questions about pickleball in general or pickleball here at Cedarbrae. Yes. Yep.
And it's to do with moving your hand on the hand.
Changing your grip.
So especially when you're kind of at the net and the ball's coming to you, I have a tendency to like instead of go like this and doing that, like I will turn the whole thing kind of. Of course, it's not fast enough, and then when you do hit the ball, it goes up.
Yeah.
So it's a habit that's hard to break. Mm-hmm. I thought I had broken it, but
okay.
So it would just grip it harder and just. I don't know how to stop. Like
so you.
It just reflects, just automatically going like that, which is so bad.
So you're turning your wrist over like this? Is that what you're saying?
Like the ball's coming in and I'll go like that.
Yeah, this color. Yeah.
Right around, right?
It's like kind of like a badminton roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a bad habit. You're probably going to want to correct.
Yes.
And you'll do that with practice. So the training group that you're part of, right? That's one of the things you can work on, especially if you take the volley class. You're talking specifically about a volley, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So where you practice that is in your training group, right? When we're training volleys, you bring that up with the coach or the other players, and it's something you work on. But yeah, you're right. It's not a great habit. Yeah.
Nothing good comes from it.
Yeah. Now, I do want to say there is a default grip, which typically in pickleball is going to be your continental, which is like this, straight up and down, paddle straight up and down, or a slight eastern forehand, where the paddle's tipped slightly forward. Okay, those are default grips, but those are not the only grips, right? Advanced players tend to have a whole variety of grips. I probably have a dozen different grips that I use in active live pickleball games. You constantly make little tweaks, little adjustments to your grip. Over time, you'll build up a kind of a library of grips for your favorite shots. Nobody should have the idea that you hold the paddle at the beginning of the game in Continental and you spend the entire game in Continental. You will at the beginner level, but as you develop as a player, you're going to start to make grip adjustments. When you're hitting a forehand, you're going to slide way over to an Eastern, right? If you're hitting from a long distance back and you're getting a high ball, your Eastern's going to really close off. If you're hitting a short distance from the middle of the court, it's not going to be so severe. And you'll make these.
You're doing that in the middle of the game.
Yep.
So you have time, the ball getting slammed back in, you have time to like.
Not always. Not always.
Move it around.
Yeah. Sometimes you get caught in the middle of a grip change. Sometimes you think you're about to get a slice, so you grip up for a slice, and then the ball does something funny, comes off the edge of the racket or something, and suddenly you're making. You thought you were going to hit a forehand slice, and now you're hitting backhand something else, right? And it's so you get caught. That happens. So, but as you learn, as you play a lot, you'll learn to read better, anticipate the shots that you're going to be getting, so you'll be able to make your grip changes a little better. But yeah. Okay, so that was that question. I had another point that I was going to make. Yep.
This is about how to practice and drill within our practice group.
Within your training group, yep.
Which are basically novice.
Yep.
And we only play games. We never get a chance to actually drill or practice our shots.
Yep. And that's why we have the 251, 252, and 253 lesson packages. It's for everybody to get together and work on those things. So this is the forehand class. There's a backhand class, and then there's the one that's called advanced. Advanced doesn't mean the level is advanced. They're just advanced strokes. So those are drops, dinks, volleys, those sorts of things. And as the training group gets to know each other, and as people are in lessons more, you'll get to learn how to drill more. You'll get more experience drilling. And then especially in the summer when you can go out and there's free courts, you'll be able to get together in the summer and go train in your own groups.
Okay, so the sign-ups that we do for the novice events,
the recreational programs are just play, yeah. Now I'm working on with management here to try and create some play group time for people who want to train, because I find it in the novice group it's probably 25% would like to train regularly. So I think it's important that we get some training time on the schedule. you can help me by making sure that you mention to the staff that you would like one of the advanced or one of the novice sessions to be changed from a game session to a training session. You guys could definitely help me with that if you just mention it. Because if they perceive that there's demand, they'll open up the spots for it. So their perception right now is that everybody just wants to play.
Yeah, and that tends to be what happens.
Yep.
All the rackets are in here, winners are out, almost winners are out, and off we go, and it's 0-0-2.
Yeah, and you're always playing games. You never get a chance to practice anything. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good question. Any other questions? Okay, so we're going to switch to what time is it? The other group's going to start to get here in probably in the next 10 minutes. So we're going to move to one side of the court and we're going to play a game, a little forehand game, target game. So let's all go in. I'm going to get you started on one court, and then while you guys are doing the game, I'm going to be moving equipment around the room. So. All right, we'll just start with the targets we have. We will get, Janice, can you be on the post over there? Tim, you're going to be on the post right here. Nancy, come with me. Dawn, come with me. Okay, Nancy and Dawn are going to be here. And we'll have Jane and Phyllis over here. Okay, so we're just going to start with a little bit of a rally. So, your objective is to knock their cones down. Their objective is to knock your cones down. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, so we'll just start with a nice, easy serve. Oh, I missed the target. I don't care if the ball bounces twice. That's fine with me. I just want you to try and, using your forehand, try and hit their target. Yeah, and every time we hit a target, we're all going to rotate one position. Right? Okay, now, it could be that we go a long time without hitting a target. So the person on that post and this post is going to help count. Right? Once we get to 10 strokes, if a target hasn't been hit, the next time the ball stops, we're just going to rotate anyway. Make sense? Everybody understand? No, we're not doing, well, a little kind of serve to get it in play. We're really working on our consistency of our forehand here. Okay? Okay, so the ball's down now, so let's rotate one. Good. Every time the ball's down, we rotate one. Every time actually, I will simplify it. Every time the ball's down, even if it was only up for a minute or for one stroke, we're going to rotate one. Every time we hit targets, we're going to rotate one. 1 second, Janice. I'm going to make the target a little bigger. 1 sec. 1 sec. It's got to be fair, Janice. It's got to be fair. Don't cheat, Janice. It's got to be fair. There we go. Hey! Set it up. Rotate. Okay, rotate. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, how do we control where the ball is going? We make sure our palm is facing in the right direction at that moment. Oh, very close. Very close.
Well, you're gonna make a wall,
Yeah. Then you should be able to hit it exactly. Who did it? Janice. So Janice has one. Is that your first one? Who else has one? Tim? Anybody else? Okay, so winner's going to be the first person to three. First person to three wins. Who did it? Tim again? One more for Tim. Where are my keys? There. Oh, so close. Ah, that's a clever way to do it, Dawn, but we're not going to count it. Yeah! Good job, Nancy. Ah, Janice. Janice and Tim are tied. Oh, Dawn, so close. Who was that? Janice. That's 3 for Janice. Okay, Janice is our winner so far. Is somebody else going to tie Janice? Ah, Don. I knew you were going to hit it that time because your palm was going right towards the target. Oh, very close, Janice. Oh, nice shot. There's a backhand, but we'll count it anyway. Go get it, Phyllis. Oh. Ah! Okay, let's pick up all the cones. That's good for now. We're going to finish with an actual game. We're going to have these 3 ladies form a team. You 3 ladies are going to form a team. Huddle together and come up with a really quick team name. Huddle together, come up with a really quick team name. And then we're going to play a game. Oops. Okay, what's your team name? The what? The JJs? Okay.
TDM.
The TDN? Okay. TDN and the JJs. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to have 1 person on the post from each team, the other 2 players on the court. Every time you miss a forehand, you're going to sub out for the player on the sideline. So missing a forehand means you hit it into the net or you hit it out. So who's starting on this? You're going to start on the sideline? Okay. You're going to start on the sideline? So, no, you're going to hit forehands and backhands. You're going to play a normal game. Totally normal game. But if you miss a forehand, you're going to sub out for the person on the side. Sorry? Nothing. Nothing. If you miss a forehand, you're going to sub out. Okay, so Phyllis will serve 002. 002. There we go. In. Okay, no consequence, but side out. Side out. 001. All right, no missed forehand, so you're still on the sideline.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing? Good. How are you doing? Those two. What are those two doing here?
know,
You're
I
just gonna
told
kick
them.
everybody's ass.
No, it's true.
Hi guys. Oh, you guys, the first one's here.
Well, not even. Everybody else is like.
There we go. Nobody's missed a forehand yet? Okay, well, somebody sub out for Janice and somebody sub out for Dawn. What's the score? 201? Okay. Oh, there's a missed forehand, so sub out for Tim. All right, your serve, Dawn. 202. Oh, that was almost trouble. Call this. Oh, there's a missed forehand. Sub out for Jane. Oh, there's a missed forehand. Sub out, Dawn. Good job. Keep going, guys.
No, no two ends. No, no. No, no. Kick ass.
I'm on court for 8 hours today. I need to eat.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's gonna be a long day. Oh, nice try. Go. What's the score? 611. Fault. Forehand error. Side out. Or I mean, sub out. 612. In. Nice. Oh, good shot. Okay. Nice try. He's in. Oh, forehand error. Oh, nice try. Oh yeah, it's game. Come on in, everybody. All right, so today we worked on forehand. We were really focused on making sure that everything is right at that most important moment, which is the moment of contact. If our palm is facing the right direction, and we're holding our racket correctly, and our swing path is right, and our angle of our racket is right, we're going to be consistent. So this is really, people tend to get all weirded out about their elbows and their feet and their hips, and really it boils down to where is what's happening at the moment of contact. So sometimes you'll be under level 10 pressure. You're just stabbing a racket out to try and hope to keep it in play somewhere. If you really focus on that part and you're able to get your racket on the ball, you're much more likely to get a good result than a bad result. Okay? When you're under low pressure, you can take your time to make sure that your body's positioned right, your swing is all right, all that stuff is beautiful. You get the perfect follow through, the nice hooray or wristwatch twist, all that stuff. But it all comes down to the moment of contact. Right? So, any questions about what we did today? No? Okay, awesome. I will see everybody in 1 week. Thank you.